Alright, today we are going to break down the Rolling Stones song Under My Thumb, a song that lyrically absolutely would not fly in the current age, but nevertheless it is a very good example of combining arpeggios with chords. So basically, if you've never heard it, the main riff is on a marimba, but we're actually going to do it on a guitar, and I'm going to combine it with the chord just to kind of get the feel for the song, right? So it sounds like this. Okay, so it's a really recognizable riff, and again, I think it's a perfect example of how to incorporate simple arpeggios into your playing. So the song starts with this one right here. So we've got the A string kind of sliding. I mean, I'm sliding. It doesn't really slide because it's a marimba. But it's 9A, 7D, 9D, 11D, back to 9A, and then a minor chord, right? So basically what we're doing is this note right here is an F sharp. And if you've been watching any of the videos on intervals and stuff like that, a minor third from an F sharp is right here. So in the minor scale, that minor third is an A. So if we go down a string and find the A, it's right here. So if we described this little riff here, in intervals we'd have a root, a 1, a minor third, a perfect fourth, a perfect fifth, and then the root again, followed by a minor chord, right? So basically we're taking this minor chord, it's all built around this F sharp minor chord, but we're just playing the notes in the chord kind of one note at a time. 1, minor third, fourth, fifth. So a straight up minor arpeggio would be, but we're kind of walking into the fifth. So 1, flat 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now the next spot we go to is we walk it back, we go down a step, we go back 2 frets to this E, right? So the E's part in the song is going to sound like this. Okay? Very similar, only one thing has changed as far as the riff goes. Instead of going a minor third up, we're going a major third, right? In the major scale, the E major scale would be a... So the other intervals are the same. We have a root, a major third, a perfect fourth, and a perfect fifth. And again, when I say perfect, the interval between a 1 and a 4 and a 5, those are perfect intervals because of the same in major or minor, right? So a 1, a 3, a 4, and a 5, followed by a major chord. You can use like a major bar chord voicing, or you can just kind of use the A major shape on the 9th fret of these strings right here, right? So however you want to play it. Then we're going to do the exact same thing, another step down into the D note here, which is the 5th fret of the A string. So what chord is this going to be? Well, right there, that little step, that major third, tells us it's going to be a D major chord. So we've got an F sharp minor to an E major to a D major, and then another D major. So if we wanted to just strum the chords, we could take an F sharp minor to an E major to a D major. So progression-wise, this would be a 6, 5, 4 progression. And we know that because if you watch the video on how to find out what key you're in, when we have 2 major chords right next to each other, like we do with this D and this E, we know that they're the 4 and the 5 of any key. So what would be the next natural place to go to in the progression would be to go home, go to the tonic, go to the 1. If D is 4, E is 5, and F sharp minor is 6, we know that 1 has to be A. So when it goes to the chorus, where would we go? We go to an arpeggio, major arpeggio, on an A. And then it kind of just comes together and it kind of fits together a little bit. So it's a great example of how you can use arpeggios, combine them with chords to make them sound less like exercises and make them sound a little bit more musical. So, just something to think about. Definitely hit me up with more suggestions for maybe other songs or famous riffs that you want broken down. And until then, I will see you next time. Thanks a lot.